I just need to go and post everything. That way we have everything out there in the ether. And how are you guys doing today? Let me know in the comment sections or in the comments for the video how you guys are doing. I just need to go share this everywhere. That way we can get some more of our friends online and we can have an awesome community to go do the duel towers with. Alright, so we're going to put that there. And then we are going to come back to here and put this right down here. Today, we have a big challenge on our hands. So for today, we actually need to go from, I believe we're at rank 1. Whoops, wrong button. We're at rank 163 on the server. And what we need to do is we need to actually get all the way up to top 10. I want to be in the top 10. So if you guys are just tuning in, bear with me for one moment just while I post the links to this everywhere that it needs to go. So let me make sure this just goes through. Sorry about this beginning process, but we have game lovers here. We have Bapal. We have Alex here. Game lover was first. Yeah, he actually took over. That's gonna be a tough one for Jerry. Jerry is amazing, and he always tends to get first place for the first comments and everything else. So good job, game lover. You came out swinging today. All right, so I should have everything done for now. Just need to go post it in the OGC community chat, and then we will be able to get started. So GT is here for the live stream. We have Brian, who is the rich CEO. Art of Conquest said, how are you, brother? I'm doing very well. I hope you are as well. Feel free to let me know. All right, so let's just go post this in game. That way, everybody in our chat, our lovely community, will be able to see that we are going live. All right, so, and I apologize about the beginning of these videos, just because it can be a little bit hard to watch at first, but we will jump in soon, and we will get started. Art of Conquest on the weekend, can't think of anything better to do. Perhaps the greatest thing of all time. So let's jump in game. Let's get out of this crazy background thing. Bam. All right, we are in game. Let's go check out the duel tower, see where we stand, and see what our goal is going to be. So I'll show you right now where we stand. The season just reset earlier this week. So for us, we are ranked 163 on the server. That is really low. I don't know about you guys. I'm not happy with that. So what we're going to do today is, oh, we can't even see us. It only goes down to the top 100. We're not even like viewable. This is horrible. This is a tragedy. So what we need to do is we want to get to the top 10. So let's see what we need to do in order to get to the top 10. We need to beat Super Bob. Jeez, I don't think we can do that, guys. But we're going to try. So we need at least 3,300 points. In Revenge is here. In Art of Conquest is doing fine. So I'm glad. So let's jump in. Pray for OGC. He needs to make it back up to the top 10. So I left my power low, and/or I got my score kind of low. That way I can talk more with you guys. If there's any questions, feel free to put your questions out. I will be happy to answer all of your questions. So, Revenge is here. Oh, Jerry is here. Oh, no, Jerry didn't get first. He saw that he didn't get first. That's okay, though. I have a feeling that Jerry will make a strong comeback. So, first fight, it looks like we won some stats. We're going up against a human. They are using a dragon. I wonder if this is a dragon kind of like Toby's dragon. So, we'll start off with the Denji. We're going to drop a snake nice and deep. I'm finding that I like dropping the snakes near where the voids are because it just takes out heroes that much faster. We have a bit of lag today in the duel towers, and we'll just put a little target down on the Emerald Dragon. I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue here. However, if there are any landslide losses that we suffer, especially this early on, there probably will be some rage quitting, which is totally fine because that is great content. So we'll drop another snake in nice and deep. We are lagging hard. Wow. Alright, so Zed said, just do it. Jerry said, you can do it. So we have some support right now. As long as you guys are here, I think we will win. So Brian said, my question is, when will we have the Heroes video? So, Brian, next week we will have Bazarik's Hero Spotlight. That will actually probably be pretty huge for a video. Coming up, we'll probably have to take a look at Lunella because I'm like a year behind on Lunella, but we'll definitely have Bazarik for next week. Next week we'll also have a couple more interviews. I'm not sure when. Right now is coordinating time with Kurdistan to be able to meet up with him to do an interview with him. I am planning on doing a interview with Mr. Chip. That should be tomorrow. So sometime next week we'll have an interview with Chip. He has so much good advice and insight when it comes to dragons as well, in everything that goes along with dragons. So that one I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna learn a lot from it. So hopefully you guys can take a bunch out of it as well. Ooh, okay, so their people there are almost all gone in the top section. We'll just finish off the dragon. We don't need to worry about the rest. Bazrik before Lunella, yes. I know it doesn't make any sense, but Bazrik is a pretty popular hero, so we get to go with that. We will get to Lunella. I promise. I promise. Um, Somebody said that they want to see me battling with Toby. Oh my gosh. Okay, imagine this. Imagine finding the biggest whale on your server and then fighting them with bronze troops. No dragon. That's what it's like whenever I fight Toby. Kurd got me the other day. Kurd completely flawless me. So if he can do that, then Toby can do that as well. It's a landslide. When will I be doing giveaways? So probably next month after the next set of VIP codes, we will do the next live stream giveaway. And nothing but net said in before OGC podcast. I'd be interested in doing that. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think a podcast would be awesome. All right, so let's go in up against this person. I haven't been looking at everything, so um, we could get a complete landslide. Yeah, Kurt and Toby they're just in their own league. In with Chip as well. All three of them they're just in their own league. Although core power wise they aren't like drastically ahead of me. Core power is just a number at the end of the day. Their dragons, their artifacts, their brains and their mindset. They're just way above me, and they're like in their own league. Like if I'm in silver right now, they're in platinum or masters. So yeah, they're out of my league. They're out of my league. Jerry wants all the giveaways. Oh my gosh. If it worked out that way, that would be great. I can't do the giveaways like I used to due to just abiding by different rule sets. But that is okay because we will have VIP codes which people can use from any country. But we gotta wait until February. That way we can get that batch of codes, see who donates, or see who I can buy codes from. One or the other, or both. I'll do both. I'm fine with that. All right, so we'll drop everything down and we'll be able to take out this person. I want to go check the leaderboard, see if we moved up. Maybe we breached the top 100, maybe. Or I want to find out what I need to do in order to get into the top 100 for our server. And I think our server, we're Drake group number 5. It's kind of like the Mambo number 5. Nope, we're still at 129. So we need, call it 3,400 to hit top 10. And we need to be at least gold to break the top 100 for the server. So we have our work cut out for us. Excuse me. Terrible King said, "I want you to never quit the game. I will do my best." Brian says you should give away the lifetime Patreon. I wish I could, but I can't based on the rules of different platforms that I advertise through. It's not a decision that I have anything to do with. I just need to abide by rules and policies, and if I ask for permission and I get denied, there's nothing I can do. Just move on and continue enjoying the day. So we need, I think it's 120 tower points in order to breach the top 100 for the server. And for getting us to the the top of the server, we are going to need way more than that. We're actually going to need. Oh wow, their dragon just ran right up in front. Oh, they war song their dragon. So guys, if you want to keep your dragon alive for as long as possible, don't give it war song from Avalon. It's just going to run way too far up in the front side. You'll probably want to keep your Avalon away from your dragon unless you're trying to get the dragon to get inside the range thing. So GT said, is Azul dragon with noble blood and 4 purples relevant? Um, I guess if you have maxed out protection and maxed out affliction, it's going to do good, but it's going to be your Dragonic carrying your dragon and not necessarily the skills of the dragon itself. Uh, I love the Azul Dragon Noble Blood 4 purples. It killed me to release mine, just because it's so good. I I think if you want to compete at the top of your server or in like higher tier PvP, I think you need a more current dragon in order to do so. So ZH said you changed to Zen Swordman. Yes, I did. I changed to Zen Swordman a while ago. There's a bunch of reasons for it. So reason number one, I think the dragons put out so much magic damage, and getting magic resist for your troops, I think that's probably one of the hardest attributes to see to like raise up. You have Talk, you have Elena, and you have Chakra, but beyond that, it's very hard to get that higher. So I think Zen offers so much. It's 25% magic resist. If they have a moral boost, then it goes up to 50. It's just so huge. It's absolutely huge. So I think that matters. The dire ones are also very, very good. But yeah, I think that the Zen are just more relevant now that there's more magic damage coming out. Between whether it's any of the heroes or if it's Ophidius's black hole or mostly the dragons. Everything is centered around dragons right now. Oh, cool. We took out their Ophidius. Um, I don't want that one. I want this one. Drop that on the dragon. Very cool. So someone said, and I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. Can you tell me the best formation for human race to route someone, please? You can route them without even deploying a formation. The best formation for the human race. There's too many variables. I think it really depends on your account. So play around with it. Go into the dual towers, man, and just try out different formations. Get creative with it. I saw one today where the front line was 3 packs of swords and 2 packs of Templars. The 2 packs of Templars were kind of stacked up. Oh, it's almost like they were mimicking the Sylph Tree and Huntress formation. And instead of using Huntresses, they were using Templars, and they were just overloading that side using Templars and heroes. So I mean, you can be creative and figure out what's best. Your account matters for the type of formation that you're going to be able to make. So just because you see like a whale with like 10,000 K core power using a formation, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So definitely get creative, spend some time working on that. Yes, so Brian, I did say Ophidius's black hole, the one that's caused from the Ring of Ragnar. GT said, "All right then, Damage Dragon, it is. I love the blue dragon. Hate to release it. So GT, don't release the dragon until you have a better dragon to replace it with. This is something that's happened to me, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it. where we invest so heavily into one dragon, especially with the dragonic coins, that it seems like the only way to actually work on creating a new dragon is to release their current dragon. And the problem is if the rules don't work out perfectly. As we all know, very rarely does everything go according to plan when it comes to creating a dragon. It almost never does. So that being said, I would highly recommend wait until you can have a dragon to replace it with, even if that means waiting longer in order to take advantage of that. I just think that if we have a decent dragon or a somewhat good dragon and we release it too soon and we can't replace it, then all of a sudden that's going to set us back, and that could set you back for months unless you're willing to shell out a ton of money. That happened to me. I release a Topaz Dragon trying to go for an Onyx Dragon. I just needed to roll on one more skill. It's always that last skill. And I went to roll on that skill, totally destroyed the dragon. I ran out of Dragonic stuff. 70,000 Lenari later, I had a subpar dragon that wasn't even as good as the Topaz that I released. So that hurt. That hurt the piggy bank. That hurt everything. So definitely take the time to make sure you have a good dragon to replace it with before you even consider releasing or swapping. Oh, ZH wants another Lich video. I can work on that. So Stephanie says, OGC, show us your formation. I can post my formation in the OGC community chat, so if anybody wants it will be there. Brian said, is Cleo irrelevant now? I don't think Cleo's irrelevant. I think Cleo's more situational than she used to be, at least for the tier of PvP that I'm doing. If you're on a newer server or something like that, Cleo is going to be super relevant for a long time. Once you get to a different stage in the game, I think Cleo's relevance goes down. Like every battle is not going to start off with opening up a Cleo's black hole. You're going to want to start off with different things, but Cleo, like I'll still use Cleo if I'm going up against a tough Rockin and I want to control their archers so that they don't just blow up my backlines with ale. Or if I'm going up against Dwarf with mechs and they have mechs so that the mechs can wrap around and make it onto my backline, Cleo is huge for that. Cleo's not really used so much for damage. She's used to control the movement of enemy troops. So if you need that extra boost to control the enemy troops, then I think that she is still very relevant, but situationally for that specific situation of controlling the enemy troops. I think that if we're looking at it where we're trying to create a preset use of skills, I wouldn't consider Cleo in it, especially if you're using a black dragon, an Onyx dragon. If you're using an Onyx dragon, then I don't think Cleo is going to be as huge as she used to be. Hey, Luke is here. Well, welcome, Luke. I'm glad that you're here, man. It's not the same when you're not here. So I think if we win this one, we'll make it to gold, which is 3,000 points. So that means we'll actually break through the top 100 for our current server. We still need hundreds of more points in order to make it to the top 10. I do want to make it to the top 10. It would be nice to make it to platinum. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but it would be pretty cool. So, again, I love to put the Cleo snakes where the voids are, because see the void, the void almost took down Cleo up there, and then the snake will just finish it off once she revives. Get the target down on the enemy dragon. That's always a good thing to do towards the beginning of the game. As we know, dragons are everything right now. So if you can take out the enemy's dragon without losing yours, you are in good shape. CH said, I siege with warlocks and I'm getting so many resources. Yeah, absolutely, man. Warlocks are still absolutely nasty at siege. I might switch to Lich depending on what's going on in the current server that I'm in, just to take down walls way faster. Antonio says, send hello from me. So hello, Antonio, CWB. Ryan said, I really miss the days in PvP when the first thing you do is creation. Boom, chaos. Yeah, PvP's come a long ways. Oh wow, we made it to gold. We made it to gold. We have to celebrate, guys. So let's do this. I think on the leaderboard we're now at 93. So we've gone from 163 up to 93. So we've increased by 70 spots. Again, I want to be top 10. So that should actually be coming up relatively soon. I think we need 300 points to make it to top 10. And I don't know. Let's see how things are going then, because I might try and hit platinum, which would mean that we'd be top 4 or top 5 on the server. So that will get really tough when we get up there. Revenge said, I couldn't snipe you in Duel Tower. I got level 16 Lich and said, I'm sorry, Mr. Revenge. Level 16 Lich. We actually have some level 16 Warlocks that we're going up against here. They can be such a pain. They're just so strong, and it's really hard to it's really hard using level 15 troops to go after level 16 troops. So with this, I started off with Denji. I dropped a snake back on their Ophidius to hopefully take down their Ophidius. They targeted our dragon, but their warlocks weren't necessarily set in the middle. So since their warlocks are not set directly in the middle, they weren't able to get directly onto my dragon. So Lich runs into an interesting predicament. So if Lich drops warlocks in the middle of their battlefield, and your dragon is in the middle, they'll be able to target your dragon right away. However, if you have Ring of Ragnar on Ophidius and all of their warlocks are bunched up together, whoops, I hit the wrong one. Let's try and do Badrix. If they have all their warlocks in the middle, you have Ring of Ragnar on Ophidius, your Ophidius is set up properly, then what will happen is all of their warlocks will die as soon as the Ring of Ragnar proc comes out for the black hole. So I've been seeing two different things with Lich. They'll either put the warlocks on the sides, and that will protect them from Ophidius's black hole, or they put the warlocks in the middle. So it depends on the opponent. I don't know which one's better. Yeah, ZH says get Denji in the warlocks. That would be awesome. When we talk to Chip for the interview, I think he'll be able to give us some advice for when it comes to how to deal with Lich, their warlocks, and everything else. I don't want to give away his stuff. He has a brilliant solution to all of it. So we'll wait. We'll get that from him because he deserves all the credit in the world. All right, so we're going up against a human player. I should probably start paying attention to how strong they are. All right, so we're going to drop the snake nice and deep. Doesn't look like our Void got onto their Ophidius at all. Not the end of the world. It would be nice to be able to instantly take down their Ophidius. I don't think this one, we're at the point where we're going to be challenged too much quite yet. So we did Denji going right into Ophidius Snake, followed by targeting the dragon for skill orders into Raxius, just because Raxius with Mantra Beads with a hero pred dragon, you just shut down the enemy heroes by so much when you do something like that. So they're still actually doing a really good job on our bottom side. So we did a Virion Resurrection, we get the black hole from Ophidius come out. I mean, it's all over at this point for them. Destroy Rel said, I downloaded this game like 3 years ago and have just let it sit here. I have over 34,000 Lunari. What's the best way to spend it? So, Destroy, if you have not touched the game in years and you're just coming back, if you're not, I'd suggest starting over on a brand new server, honestly, man. Because if you're from that long ago, then you're probably on an older server, which means if you look at like core powers and stuff, you're going to be so far behind it's not even funny. So 34,000 Lunari is a lot of Lunari. It's not going to get you remotely strong enough to compete. This game requires time. time to develop. It's kind of like compounding interest. You need the time for it to build up. So if you want the best gameplay experience, I would start over on a brand new server. That's just me. Starting off on an old server, that's a tough thing to do. Even if you have a little bit of Lenari in the bank to invest. All right, so let's focus on this real quick. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Our Ophidius got sunned up, so we have a little delay on the snakes. So we're going to get we're going to drop her stuff nice and deep, get the targeting down on the enemy dragon. We're doing pretty good. We're blasting right through that middle section. Their dragon's just about down. So I think we're good. We'll do a couple of suns just for insurance, and with that we should have a nice wipe. So TM says, can we get a sneak peek at your total hero stats after the next battle, please? Yeah, we can pull that up. And somebody else said something about that chick. Oh, they dig that chick. They said, I remember when the game was first released, you had to buy every hero for like $50 each. Correct. It was pretty intense. So, for TM that wants to peek at my stats, I have 2,300, almost 2,400 might. I have over 2,300 total magic, and we have over 3,000 stamina. So that's my primary focus, with the secondary focus in command with 2,600 command. So I try to win 30% HP for my troops and get 30% faster attack speed. I think having chakra 18 on my archers, everybody tends to go for might because might is, in my opinion, the best stat to win. So since everyone's going for that, instead of fighting with them over who's going to win might, I'll just give them the might. Like, you can have it. I'm going to take everything else. So they get 30% more damage. I get 30% faster attack speed. Which one's better? We need somebody that's good with math to figure that one out. I have a feeling the damage one is way better because of how the crit affects everything. But getting both HP and faster attack speed at the sacrifice of damage, I think that's a fair trade-off. So my stats should be up there on the left side of the screen for you to see. And Duel was amazing. Oh, jeez. And oh, okay. So hey, Mr. OGC, JN Arsenal here. Hey, man, how you doing, JN? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. We have some good friends here with us. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's jump in. So they had their Onyx with Bazrix and Fenris down on this bottom side. So they might be trying to overload our bottom side. We're going to drop a snake right in. It looks like our black holes almost take out all of their heroes. The mage ones don't quite go down because of the mage set. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop the Raxius Suns, and Raxius should be able to finish off the rest of their mages, since we already kind of popped the bubble of the mage set, which I am totally fine with. Next, we're going to target the dragon just because it makes life really that much easier. And if we can drop down one more snake, we don't need to worry about the snakes. Omok said, hey OGC, how you doing? I am doing fantastic, man. It is a beautiful Saturday. Yesterday and the day before in Boston, Massachusetts, I mean, I don't like to give away too much about like where I am or where I live, but I mean, if you just look at the stuff, it kind of gives away my location a little bit. Here it's been like 20-30 degrees Fahrenheit. Today is in the 60s. I literally can't make this up. I think it was Thursday. It was literally snowing here. Today, I when I went to go get my Starbucks, I was in shorts. I don't know. It's so wacky, man. It is all over the place. So Luke asks, what should I prioritize putting Ophidius' snakes on? Great question. I think it depends on who you're going up against and what they are doing. And also it depends on your dragon. So like for me, I try to look at what heroes are in the voids. Um, Sorry, I just want to take down their dragon. That then I can focus. I try and see which one of their heroes gets caught in my Onyx's black holes. If it's a juicy hero, say Ophidius, then I forget about everything else and I tunnel vision that, because if you can take out the enemy's Ophidius really early on, that's going to save you so much headache and trouble later on in the battle. if um if you're struggling against their dragon, say you know the opponent pretty well, then I would put down these snakes near the enemy's dragon. That way, when you target the dragon, the snakes will do percent max health damage to that dragon. It will speed up killing the dragon. Ultimately, I think having your Ophidius alive and the enemy Ophidius dead is probably the biggest priority. So if I don't see a good target, I tend to try and drop the snake onto Ophidius. I see a lot of people dropping the snakes to take out things like Avalon. If they're going up against a human, I think that's super smart. You take out Avalon, all of a sudden the archers do a lot less damage, and humanoids get a lot less HP. So it really depends on the situation. I think so. So here's the two takeaways. Number one, get the snake out as soon as possible. If the snake is not out there and Ophidius dies, she loses out on the free resurrection. So first thing is scan the enemy battlefield as fast as possible to determine where you're going to place it, and get that snake out so that they don't snipe off your Ophidius and she loses out on the free resurrection. The second thing is, while scanning the enemy battlefield as fast as you possibly can at the beginning, determine, is their dragon going to be the biggest nuisance? Can you get an easy kill on their Ophidius? Or do they have all of their heroes clustered up? When later on, when we go up against the so like here, their Ophidius is near the dragon, so that means I'm going to drop the snakes between Ophidius and their dragon. So if we target the enemy dragon, cool, we'll kill off their dragon that much faster, and then there's going to be a bunch of snakes to kill their Ophidius. Um, Although I think their Ophidius just dropped because the snake was already hitting her. So I think those are probably the biggest things. When we fight Lich, not Lich, when we fight Sylph later on, guys, and they have that like one side that's just overpowering with like the Hunchesses followed up with all of those heroes. I love to drop snakes on all of their heroes. It just makes taking down heroes like Bane, Belrog, Denji that much easier. Sorry that that's not like a clear cut cookie cutter answer, but I mean that's, you're not going to get a one size fits all answer for this game, and anybody that does give you that one size fits all type of answer, I'd be skeptical of what they're saying, because there's so many different situations, there's so many variables involved in everything. But use your best judgment and figure out what you want to prioritize, because the snakes really are powerful, and they last for so long as you can keep your Ophidius up. ZH said, "Did you win the Imperium?" I don't know yet. So we're on Drake 5 right now. Our first Imperium battle begins in 13 days. I will be live streaming that, so feel free to come check that out when we're battling for the Imperium. Don't know who the Emperor will be. I wonder if it will be Toby, Chan, Chip, if Kurd's with us, although Kurd usually turns it down. It will be cool to see that, but I think I'll live stream that. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be hard to win Imperium for us for the entire duration of Drake. We kind of have a pretty stacked team here, so it's no disrespect to the opponents on Drake. I just think when you have pretty much everybody in the top 10 core power in the server on your team, it's really hard to go up against that. And we also have the numbers to, numbers matter and power does. So we have both. So I just don't think that we're going to lose it. Omar said, "Is it still better to use the purples on dragons because it provides greater true power?" Oh, they fled from us. Um, I don't think so. It depends on the dragon. You might be able to get away with it on Azules more than anything else. Um, I think with Onyx, you got to go with the damage Onyx. If you're going with Topaz, clearly you need to focus everything for hero killing. If you're going with the Emerald Dragon, like Toby's, he said that he needed all eight skills perfectly, and there's no room for the purples. Here's the deal with purples, though. Having one or two purples on your dragon, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't think it is the priority of skills right now. I think getting something like scales, getting the damage skills, and if you're going for damage, getting the energy pulse, the magic swell, and the other one, which I'm blanking out on right now, I think those take priority over the purples to make the damage dragon actually deal damage. Um, but that being said, there is value to it. So after this fight, I can show you my dragon real quick because I do have a purple on it. It's nothing overwhelming or anything like that, but it is still a purple. I don't have four. I have one. Um, in everything that I've done so far, a lot of thought's been put into it, and I can kind of walk you through that right after this fight because my account's very much customized to me and what my strengths and what my weaknesses are. So, for example, my biggest weakness is my artifacts. My artifacts are really behind like Kobe turd. Don't tell him I said that. My artifacts really behind Toby, Kurd, and Chip. So because of that, I need to flex in different ways. Which against them, I have no flex, but I need to play to my strengths. So I'll show you what I mean afterwards because when I picked which chakra to focus and things like that, it all came down to every aspect of my account. So my dragon has a direct effect on what I picked for chakra. So IK asked, what artifact does my variant have? It has the 2-star Cilantris. And ZH said, you're almost 400 or 4000k core power. Correct. So let me go show you this real quick. So if we hop in under swordsman and we look at their chakra, they are chakra 15. They are only chakra 15. If we look at archers, where's archers? There we go. If we look at archers, my archers is chakra 18. So I have swords at 15, archers at 18, meaning my archers have higher boosts for health and damage. However, when we look at my dragon, I do have one purple. I forget who was asking about purple abilities, but I have Blessed Fortitude, which increases the HP. So when it came to picking out which chakra I'd go to 18, I could only afford to go with one. So the question was, do I either do chakra 18 on my swords or do I do chakra 18 on my archers? I opted to go with chakra 18 on the archers because having Blessed Fortitude offers the swordsman almost equal buff, if that makes sense. My swordsman would be way stronger if they were chakra 18, no doubt about that. But then all of a sudden there wouldn't be a balance. That my front line would be way up here and my back line would drop down. So I figured, and this is just my thinking for my account with my specific situation, if I brought the archers up with chakra 18 and then Blessed Fortitude kind of brings the swordsman up, then they're not equal, but it's much more balanced overall. And I do kind of think that having some sort of balance does help. So the person that was asking about the purples, it's really hard to get all the purples on because you need the Blessed Energy Pulse to put out the damage on the damage dragon. You need the Magic Swell, and you need Arcane Blessing. That's what it was. You need all three for any damage dragon. If you are not going with the damage dragon and you're going with a totally different type of dragon, you can still do, there's still a lot of orange skills that are very important. So when I say to focus on the skills for your dragons, and purples aren't important, of course having a purple, preferably the one that you really want, such as in my situation, I wanted the Blessed Fortitude because my chakra is lower on my swordsman. Having the purple skill that you want or one or two of them, not a big deal. If you have a bunch of yellow skills, that's the problem. But anyways, I digress. Let's jump back in. Um, oh, hi from Boomer. Hey Boomer, how are you doing, man? I do remember. I do remember. Um, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. 12:05. Man, it feels like forever since I was on 12:05. So Carnivore said an average player will lose a lot of their true power if they don't use purples at all. A whale without purple is like whatever, right? His troops are still insane, my opinion. Um, yeah. So it's okay. For the person asking about the snakes with Ophidius, you'll see me drop them more so in this bottom area whenever all the suns from the mana worms are out. So this person's actually doing a really good job with tying up everything. Instead of targeting the dragon, we're just going to do Jack Spray and Pray to hopefully slow them down a little bit. We need to do a resurrection sooner rather than later. So we're going to do a resurrection next. So for this fight, we're not following our order of Denji into targeting the dragon just because of the specific situation. Like they're overloading our bottom side. So since they are overloading our bottom side, it just takes us a little bit longer to be able to target the dragon. We're still going to target it. Hopefully we can take out as much of the top section as we possibly can. And our bat splits is a little off. But that's okay. So we're going to drop down the stuff from Ryxius just to kind of reduce their hero damage a little bit. Their dragon's finally starting to go down, which is huge. We're actually going to hold on to our Batrick because I want to wait until we get a little bit closer. All right, I guess it doesn't really matter right now. We'll just drop down some of these trees. So this player did a really good job with their bottom side. I'm sure that there was a giant core power difference. So they did do a really good job. Now it's just a matter of cleanup for us. Their Ophidius is down, so even if we're struggling, we still have Rufio and we still have our Dragon and Ophidius and Jax to take down their trees. It's just going to be a long process, but that's totally fine. So Carnivore's question was about the purple skills for the average player. So yes, you will lose a lot of troop attack and HP and everything else. It depends on what you're going for. If you want your troops to carry you in battle, then of course having 3-4 purples is going to help out. If you're going for a dragon that's going to carry you, then having a proper dragon is going to be a bigger deal. If we look at the vast majority of PvP for right now, present day at live on Saturday, if we look at that, then we'll notice that dragons carry the battle. So it's kind of a catch-22. As long as you have one dragonic fully maxed out, then in my opinion, the dragon's going to carry you. But when it does come to the purples, I I do have this dragon, so it's got Blessed Fortitude. It has the Blessed Acceleration, the Blessed Barbarianism, and Blessed Ferocity. So I still value the purples. It's just when it comes to PvP for my dragon, for PvP, I still have to go with the damage one with Blessed Fortitude. I like Blessed Fortitude more than any of the others. But it's definitely tough for players that are not whales. It's a different game depending on where you are in it. Like I'm not going to go watch Coffee Bun and copy what Coffee Bun is doing because they're playing a totally different game. If my core power is 1000k core power and I'm on a relatively new server, I'm not going to copy formation for formation what somebody like Taint or KDG posts in the OGC community chat. And honestly, even though my core power is relatively equal to or somewhat close to Toby, Kurt, and Chip, I'm not going to copy what they're doing because they're playing a different game. Like their artifacts are all 5-star. Mine are like 1-star. So they're playing a totally different game in a totally different league than what I'm doing. So take whatever I say with a grain of salt, knowing that it's from a biased position of whatever I'm doing with my account. Ooh, We might be able to snipe their Ophidius. No, Ophidius is still barely alive. Oh no, that's not their Ophidius. My bad, my bad. All right, so we took down their dragon. Let's just slow everything up over there. We should be in good shape. They are starting to target our dragon, which I really don't like that. Our dragon might go down. We got a Rufio stun, so that will buy us a little bit more time when it comes to our dragon. Hopefully the black hole can come out sooner rather than later so our dragon stays alive. We'll do a quick little resurrection. Our dragon is getting super low, but I think our Rufio was able to take out their warlocks before they finish it off, along with the black hole from Ophidius. I mean, it's all over anyways, but if you guys struggle with warlocks, getting crowd control on them will help. So somebody else said, "Hi, Vengeance." So hello, person I've known for a long time. Not many people call me that anymore. I love the name. I wish I could switch back to it, but I can't because get a creative brand. So hello to somebody from the past. I hope you're doing well, man. Whoever you are, whether you fought with us or against us, I hope you're doing good. ZH says Tree Father are like paper for Lich. Yeah, Warlocks, they just shred everything based off of their max health. Matthew said Coffee Bun is OP. ZH said so OP. I agree. Totally different game for them. And we had Ed Will say, "Hello, what server are you in right now?" So I'm on server 40. However, the we're not no longer on that server. We're in Drake group number 5. So if you guys follow the Clash of Fate Championship, you'll notice under the name Blood Moon, which is the house that I'm in, they're gracious enough to have me. Although all I do is cause problems for them. So big shout out to Chip Chan, Kurd, Strapcorn, JN, everybody from Blood Moon for taking me in, although all I do is cause problems. That being said, we're currently on Drake, and we're in Drake group number 5. Pretty easy to remember. It's kind of like the Mambo number 5, but with Drake group. So I dropped a snake right on top of their dragon because their dragon's going to be in a tough to get area for us. So we want to try to take down this person's dragon. Although they are Lich and they are lower core power than us, Lich is just annoying. So we want to do the best that we can going up against them. We'll drop that down there, and we'll drop those off there. I lost track of where their Ophidius is. So unless their Ophidius is already dead, in which case that is amazing. We're going to do a resurrection because our Virion was getting hit a bunch. His bubble from his skill got popped. So it's a matter of time till the Solanges comes out. They end up taking down our dragon, but the Ring of Ragnar from Ophidius is able to just destroy their whole middle section. Whatever is not destroyed there, the Bat Splits from Bazric, will end up finishing that off. Now it's just a matter of cleanup. So hopefully Ed will that answered the question for what server I am. Grani said Angel Face like OGC. Oh jeez. All right, let's finish this person off. Goodbye, Jax. So yeah, 13 days we'll have a live stream. It might be really late at night, but I'll do a live stream for when we fight over the Imperium on Drake or Dragoneer, whatever it's called. Tomorrow we have Clash of Fate. I'm so excited for Clash of Fate, guys. If we win tomorrow, if somehow we do it, right now we're currently placed. Like if we're to lose tomorrow, we'd be ranked top 16 to 32 when it comes to Clash of Fate for the championship for whatever season this is. It's the 3rd season. I don't know what they're calling it. So if we lose tomorrow, we'll be ranked somewhere between the top 32 to 16 teams in Art of Conquest. If we win tomorrow, it would be the first time ever Blood Moon finishes, and we'd be ranked 16 to 8. So we'd be in the top 16 to 8 teams in Art of Conquest, which is super impressive. I think it's like 500 more Lenari, which isn't a huge deal, but honestly, guys, I need all the Lenari I can get for Lucky Wheels because I'm not spending that much anymore. So that will be helpful. Plus, we'd get a different title, a different portrait, and we'd be breaking new ground in achieving things that we've never achieved before together. Which I think that's the part I'm really looking forward to. All right, so for snake placement, their Ophidius is on the bottom side. They have an Azul Dragon, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. It looks like our Black Hole got on top of Ophidius a little bit, so we are going to drop a snake down in that bottom section. Um, I don't know if we don't need to focus their dragon, so we're actually going to drop down these suns from Raxius onto their troops. We got Jax just by a little bit, which is awesome. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to launch our Rufio into their backline, just because it's such an overwhelming win that we don't really need to focus about too much. Pretty soon, I think about another 100 points in the dual tower, we're going to start hitting a brick wall of opponents. Who knows? Maybe Taint or KDG or Super Bob's going to appear out of nowhere and just kick our butt. So Omar said, "Who is better in PvP, Averell or the Fire Mage?" In PvP, I do think that the Fire Mage. I use the Fire Mage. I know some people use Averell because Averell has some ability. Oh, okay, we're starting to get higher core power people now. Averell does have some really cool attributes. Once she is fully going, like you cast all 6 skills, she's gonna do a ton of damage. So here's my problem with Averell. Averell just runs forward too far, and that's a major problem because she'll just end up dying, even if she's putting out massive damage. If Averell is dead, she cannot do damage. So it's kind of a trade off. However, what I really like about Averell is Ice Wall. More than anything else, I think Ice Wall is you can manipulate the map and you get more control. Very rarely can you control the movement of troops, heroes, and things like that. So Averell being able to do that, I think offers a lot for anybody that does use her. All right, so we got to focus for this one. If we don't, we might lose it. We're getting significant damage down on their Ophidius. Their Ophidius did not quite drop. We do have to target their dragon because they do have a really good dragon. So we're going to put that out. Their Ophidius is down. She just got revived. So as long as we can keep up all of this damage, we should be in good shape. I want to get a Raxius stun, but I need to do a quick resurrection because we are losing a few too many troops in that top section. And I want something nice and strong up there. Our dragon dropped. Our dragon got a little bit too close to them. Not the end of the world, but that definitely hurt. So now we're going to actually drop the Raxius lanterns. That should be able to hopefully finish off everything up there. On the spawn side, looks like we're doing fine. We have our ooh, I didn't know we had this. All right, so I'm going to use the Badrix thing down there just to take out everything. We're jumping Rufio in. Hopefully we can snipe off a hero, and that will just help us out a ton. So they also have a Bazrik who did something to us. Looks like they did something to us again. So that definitely hurts. So the fights are starting to get a little bit closer, which is good. So, anyways, for Averell versus the Fire Mage, I like the Fire Mage because you can set her and forget her if you're able to actually use all of if you can use her active, that's great. If you can't use her active, no matter what, she's going to put out damage. Averell, you kind of have to babysit in order for her to do good, and or you have to um, she dies really easily. And if you don't babysit her, you don't use any of her actives, her damage is going to be drastically less than the Fire Mage. But to each their own. Averell with Mage set can stun up some pretty big areas. So Cloud Harry said, "Hey, I want to ask one thing. Where is Dupius? Is she still playing? Little guy in orange versus Jason Purple. Well, oh hey man, Dupius is still playing, so she is currently with us. She's on Jake. All of those people are still with us as far as our core team. Anyone that's important for our core team is still with us. We dropped off a couple of stragglers because they didn't offer anything. But the people that actually like stuck around and fought for us and didn't stab us in the back, they are still with us. What is your favorite race? I like Lich. I really like if I could pick anything, um I think I would go with humans. I really do like humans. I don't think I can stay with human forever. So Luke said, "Are you going to live stream Clash of Fate tomorrow?" No, I don't live stream any Clash of Fates because there is a delay on this video. I think it's 20 or 30 seconds. It's not a very significant delay, but for Clash of Fates specifically, I don't want anybody to see anything. Like I don't want the possibility of helping out an enemy at all. Come on, let me do tag. Let me do tag. Stop stunning. Stop stunning. I dislike this. Oh, now I can do it. Alright, I guess it didn't matter. We blew through that top section. Alright, so we should be able to get this one pretty easily. Carnivore said, developer quote from December 2019, PvP will receive a game update next year. What do you think will change? What would you like to see in terms of PvP mechanics, etc.? What I would love to see, and this is just me, everybody can have their own opinions about PvP. If it was up to me, I would make the battlefield bigger. I think with gold caps being so high, it might seem really like that might seem extreme if you're on a newer server. And it would be, but eventually, even on a newer server, it doesn't take long to get tier 10 research done for the heroes, for hero research. And as soon as you get that, all of a sudden things open up and you can get so much more. So I really think if they expanded the PvP layout, like how much you can actually deploy in PvP, I think that would be amazing. Simply because troops would matter a lot more. We could use more heroes. Like somebody said earlier, they remember the days when the only way to get heroes was spending at least $50 per hero. There's people that spend probably $1,000 just on heroes easily, and they don't even use those heroes. I've heard that argument come up before. Whether or not I agree or disagree with it, it would still be cool to have a bigger battlefield. That's just me, so that's what I'm hoping for. Meet Rana said, "Hey brother, my game is lagging too much while PvP battle. Can you please help me?" I don't know how to help you with that. I can show you one thing after this fight. Hopefully we win it. Oh no, they stunned up our Ophidius. Hopefully they don't kill off our Ophidius too fast. Oh, looks like we got their Ophidius. We got their Ophidius in a crazy change of events. We almost lost our Ophidius, and then we took out theirs. I want to get the targeting thing out, but Gan is just stunned up. All right, we got the targeting down on their dragon. We're doing decent. They're deep in our back line on that top section. Slightly concerning, but we took down their dragon. With their dragon down, next thing we need to do, we're going to resurrect a bunch of stuff. We need to get some more snakes out. So their Ophidius is down. We're holding on the top section. We got to get this snake out. Get that snake nice and deep. Take out those heroes. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to jump our Rufio in. He only has one more proc of his Leo's Pride, but we'll stun up a bunch of stuff in that back section. They just use Bazrix. That is annoying. So hopefully we can still hold on, even though we lost something because they used Bazrix Baz splits. They did it again. Hopefully they. Oh man, and enemy Bazrix is just really strong. So we're going to spin our Rufio down. Okay, we dropped their Bazrix, which is great. Our dragon's still up, so I think we got this one. Just a little bit more annoying than what it could have been. So let's see here. We're gonna drop that down. See if we can keep our jacks up. Our jacks will hopefully stay alive. The top section, they're just hitting away on stuff. They still have a almost a full health Balrog up there. So we're going to duplicate some archers and drop down a snake by their Balrog. That should be able to take them out. So meet Rana. I'll show you what I do after this fight in order to help prevent the game from lagging as much as I possibly can. Mr. Zero said, "You can talk all time, right?" I try. Sometimes it's really hard to focus on multiple things, but I do try. So For the people in the OGC community chat, I'll put this out there, and that way, if you want to use my formation, you can. Don't just use it and not make improvements or customize it to your account. Please take the time and make it work for you. So for Meet Rana, what I do to make my game as good as possible is right there. I put the quality of the game on low. I tend to have better results when it's on low. I take off the ability animations, and I also take off the crit text. Um, I think doing all of those things, sure, it lowers the quality of the game, but I don't know about you guys. I could care less how good the troops look. I care more about the lag. So that's what I do. I don't know if it will help you. That's what I do, and it works well for me. If you guys are watching this and you are not currently in the OGC community chat, feel free to add me. Once the live stream is over, I'll add you into the chat. Everybody is welcome. It's a community chat. The user ID is up top. User ID is 295-34919. Or ask in the comment sections or the chat that's going on right now. And I'm sure that there's plenty of people in the chat already in the OGC community chat, and they can add you on in. So let's go collect this stuff real quick. And I want to see where we rank right now for the Duel Tower. So we're at rank 13. So that means we need to get, to beat Super Bob, we need 3,411 points. All right, guys, so let's do it. We're getting close. Depending on how much energy I have and how thirsty I am, we can keep going and try and hit something like platinum. But all of that will depend on how we are doing, and what we feel like once we get closer to everything. So Edwin asks, what race is best for the ability for True Shot? I think anything that has range can benefit from True Shot. It doesn't matter too much what it is, but yeah, I think at every race, maybe Sylph wouldn't benefit too much from True Shot, because I think they have to depend mostly on the melee troops. But if you aren't using a lot of range, then I don't think True Shot is for you. So it looks like this guy's power side is definitely down here on the bottom. They started off immediately with targeting my dragon. Hopefully my black holes can take out most of their range. We also want to get a target down on their dragon, because they have a nice damage onyx. It looks like for now most of their stuff is pretty far away from my dragon, but if I can get the Raxius to stun up a bunch of their stuff so that they don't necessarily just instantly kill it, that would be nice. So they were able to take it down. Not the end of the world. Is it annoying? Absolutely. So now we're just going to use Jax. Jax will finish off their dragon for us. Hopefully we don't have too many losses and we can continue going forward. We had a massive amount of damage come out from the Ring of Ragnar. I'm also going to jump Rufio over to this bottom section, because I definitely want to make sure their Ophidius goes down. Pretty much my priority, I think, is take out their dragon, and then take out their dragon, take out their Ophidius, and then take out their Bazrik. I think that's the order that works best for me, as far as to focus on. Our Bazrik is all tangled up. I think that's with the Warlocks. So we'll just kind of speed up the killing with Bazriks. So Musk asks, hey brother, do you, sorry, multitasking. Hey brother, do you know if Gazul's skill that increases the health show, or is it hidden? Any of the masteries that increase health for whatever they increase health for, or they increase attack, it is all hidden. It's not going to show you. It's not going to be directly reflected in the stats of the troops. Meet Rana said they've already tried it. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make the game lag less for you then. I'm sorry. If you don't have a strong internet connection, maybe that's it. I'm sure you've tried all these. I'm not a computer whiz, so ZH said, can fight a golem. I do pretty good. Um, Luke actually volunteered in the comments of the chat. If you guys need to be added into the OGC community chat because you want to be, feel free to send Luke a message. Or a friend request in game. His ID is posted there. I'm not going to say it on here because this is going to get archived. And what will happen is, 2 days from now, Luke's going to get a bunch of friend requests, and he's going to be like, "What the heck?" So feel free just to send me the friend request in the future. But if you're watching this, you want to get added in right away, send Luke a friend request. Thank you, Luke, for doing that. I appreciate that a lot. So let's go up. We're at 3,411 points. We need, or 10 points. We need 3,500 points to hit platinum. So we're going to try, yeah, let's go and let's see how we do. No reason to not try for it. So what we do need to try and do is take down the enemy's dragon. They just got a big moral boost in that top section. Our bottom is holding on decently well so far. I lost track of their dragon, see how much health their dragon has. Their dragon is down. We just got our revive off, so hopefully that revive can help us. Everything in that top. Oh, so they killed off our Ophidius. Slightly annoying. So our Rufio should have another pup. We're going to jump in with the Rufio just to try and stun up some stuff. We're going to end up giving up a free moral boost for them. Our dragon is still up, which I think is huge. And our Badric will finish off everything in that top section. We're going to spin Rufio into the archers because we have to try and get that... we had to try and get that lifesteal off, but they took us down. So that being said, what we need is our Jax to not be stunned, and then we're going to do a Firestorm right through all of their archers to really take out more of their DPS because we've lost a lot of DPS. So if we can do that to them, although I guess it really doesn't matter because our dragon just walked up there, and our dragon is just going to destroy everything that is there. So this one's pretty much over. It's just a matter of cleanup at this point. They have a Bane. Their Bane tried to do Ferocious Charge, but it's too late. Bane is down. So Owen said you had just dueled with her. Oh, did I really? Oh, geez, I feel bad. Back to back, that would annoy me if you had back to back opponents, especially if you lost like that. I don't know. They should do something with the algorithm so that doesn't necessarily happen. Um, Omar said, how many spins after 190 to get the Fire Mage skin? Yes, so if people missed it, I went for 190 skins for the Fire Mage. I ended up getting the skin later on, so that's what Omar is referring to. What I did was I buy every day a $5 set. Usually it's the Dragonic. Once the new hero stuff comes out, I might switch to that. Kind of like Toby, I don't like go out and do a ton of stuff. And I have my budget and everything, but just for the sake of everything, I like to do $5 a day. It's how I treat myself at the end of the day. And that's all that I put into the game at this point in time. So that being said, you get 300 Lenari from that. We were also tearing up our house, so we'd get Lenari from that. I got Lenari from positions. All this like little Lenari was trickling in. So I took that little Lenari that trickled in and I put that towards the lucky wheel because that's pretty much the best investment you can make off of the Lenari. And I got it. So I don't know. It wasn't too much higher, Owen or Omar. And Alberto is here. Mr. Alberto is here. Welcome, Mr. Alberto. I've missed you, my man. I hope you've been doing good, and I'm glad you got the skin within the first 10 spins. That's huge, man. That's everything. I'm happy for you. So if people don't know Mr. Alberto, he is a fantastic person. Perhaps one of the best people that I've had the luxury of meeting in the game, and I have met a lot of people in the game. So I'm happy Mr. Alberto's here. So for this fight, we're going up against a Sylph player. I did just jump the Rufio in pretty deep. They took out our Ophidius, which is not good for us. That's a really bad sign. It looks like they actually took out our Rufio as well. So they have a strong middle section up there, and we weren't able to get the Ophidius black hole out. So that's really my big concern right now. Although I'm going to do the bat splits kind of over in that top section. Um, oh no, they kill they're killing everything I'm trying to click on. All right, then we're just going to. Oh no, that's the wrong one too. All right, so this might be our first loss if we can't control the enemy too much from here. We're gonna put down the healing based on percent health, just to try and keep some of the archers alive. I think the snakes are now hitting our jacks. So as soon as our jacks drops, this is pretty much all over. I mean, I can try to stall them out, but I don't think the stalling out is going to matter too much. They're already hitting Virion. So this is our first loss against the Sylph. When we're definitely in the top 10 for the realm at this point in time. So Lou said, yo, OGC, a castle level 37, 1600k core, tried your formation and beat a 1900k core level 45 castle. Replay is in chat. That's awesome, Luke. I'm glad it is working out for you. I wish it worked out for me in this fight, but you know, each fight is its own unique thing, and this player outplayed me. So Moss said, I tell myself if I go out and have dinner, it'll cost $40 for a few hours of fun. If I spend $40 in game, it will last for years. Yeah, I mean it's all up to you guys. Money, depending on culture, is a very taboo type of topic to even discuss. But I mean, don't put yourself into debt. Don't rack up the credit cards and then do minimum monthly payments or whatever the other horror stories are that I've heard from this. Just do what you can, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with being a free to play player. With the Bazrex, you guys can, as a free to play player, you can still do significant wall damage to people. In honestly, what I look for as far as like a teammate or somebody to be on the same team isn't necessarily how strong they are. It's more about are they playing smart and are they a team player? I think those things matter far more than money. And yes, oh man, I miss Alberto. We still have to do an interview with Mr. Alberto. I gotta add it on to my things to do. Carnivore said, "What would you like to see with Gazul rework?" I have no idea. To be honest, I'd like to see Gazul actually being useful for more than Fierce Mara for non-Lich players. So like for example for Avalon, even if you play Lich, you can still you can still you can still field Avalon as a Lich player. Unless you're going with all magical creatures or solely for the sorry guys, this is a tough fight and we just lost what I wanted to do. Unless you're solely going for oh it's got the protection on it. Oof, we just lost another one, boys and girls. Um, it's tough because I'd like to see Gazul be more useful than just for Lich or for Fierce Samara. But that being said, I mean I guess you can make the same argument about Avalon. He's only useful for War Song for people that aren't human or don't play humanoid. Why don't I use Nora? Let's get Nora in there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Next fight, we'll put Nora in for Mr. Alberto, and we'll see how that works. I might have to take out the Fire Mage. I have a plan, guys. I have a plan. We'll get Nora out there, and I think my Nora is level 60. Yeah, she's level 60. So that'll be good. We'll get Nora out there. This guy, wow, he's really high for dual tower points for his core power. That's amazing. So good for this guy. So this guy knows what he is doing, and that is just evident from doing extremely well for his core power. So this guy knows exactly what he's doing. And they beat me in might and stamina. What? What is going on here? All right, so this is one of those this is gonna be a weird, man. This guy's gonna kick my butt. I'm calling it now. This guy is going to absolutely kick our butt. This guy is already really high up in the duel tower. This is insane. I give this guy so much credit. He's ridiculous. All right, we have to do an early resurrection. Early resurrection because their Denji broke through on our bottom side. I don't know who this guy is, but this guy is fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. That is unreal. Good job, man. 2700k core, and he's for like the first week of Duel Tower almost platinum. Good for him, man. All right, so let's use our Badric, and that should be able to take out a bunch of stuff. They are breaking through on this bottom side, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. We won the top side. We're gonna push back their archers. Hopefully, get some crowd control out there. We have plenty of archers left, and can we get that deep enough? Because I do want to kind of get some damage out there on them. We did not get it deep enough. That's fine. Oh no, we did. We popped the shield for Virion. I don't think I have Grimace out. Oh, Alberto. I should not have a Grimace out at least. All right, so there we go. We did get this one. Although honestly, I am so impressed by this player. Core power is just a number, guys. This guy is doing something right. I would find him and do whatever this guy's doing. Oh, Alberto, I already have Nora out there. I don't have Crims out there. Oh, never mind. There might be a delay on this. So here we go. We're going up against Lich. I'll show you guys what I like to do versus Lich, because this could be this could be challenging. So I definitely like to get Tyranids out there. Although usually I take out the Fire Mage going up against Lich. I don't know who to take out for this one. I need to take somebody out to get Tyranids out there. It's tough. It is tough. So we're gonna take Lunella out to get Tyranids out there. That's like the one I don't want to take out, but Tyranids is so useful going up against skeletons, especially the warlocks, just because she reduces the accuracy. So this guy's got level 16 warlocks. Very annoying. Hopefully they nerf that. I really hope that someday they nerf that because it is not very cool. Not very cool. So we got to get the Belrog up. They did take out our Raxius. Both dragons are down. I'm fine with that as long as we can now start focusing on their Ophidius. We're gonna jump in with Rufio. Hopefully stun some stuff up. That will always be useful. We're gonna drop another snake because we need to take down their Ophidius ASAP. We're gonna get the Jack Spray and Pray going because he is perfectly lined up to hit the enemy heroes. We get the Black Hole come out. That just wiped out so many of their warlocks. It's not even funny. That's exactly what we needed. We're going to do a resurrection because I lost sight of where their where my Virion is. It looked like his bubble was already popped. So we're going to hold off on Bazric's second one until he can make it down here to clear out all of these warlocks. I guess it really doesn't matter too much at this point, but I don't know. You just want to see the big Bazric Bat Splits come out. So Tyranids said rework was so terrible, like zero improvement. I hope they make her abilities work. I think I still like Tyranids. She's still really helpful versus Lich. Not damage wise. I don't use her for the damage. So her aura of retribution, although the rework increased her although her rework increased how much damage was done, what I really like about it is it reduces the enemy's accuracy for the warlocks specifically, and I think that's what really makes her useful against the Lich. So yeah, you might not be able to kill them with Tierden, but you can make it so that they don't deal as much damage. And if they don't deal as much damage, then that's good overall. So we're going up against human. We actually won Magic Stamina and Command. So this is going to be another tough one. This guy's right around their core. So his bottom side is going to be extra tanky. So all we need to worry about is this top section. So we're going to drop that down, get a snake right on top of their Ophidius. We got one decent black hole. They have a few decent black holes on us. So the next thing that we need to do is we want to target their dragon, but we cannot. We cannot target their dragon. So instead, we're going to jump our Rufio over, and you know what? Forget about their dragon. Let's just kill all of their troops. So we got our Rufio in nice and deep. I wonder if we can... Oh, he's on the bottom side. All right, so we're just going to use the Raxius just to lower the heroes, their damage output. And it looks like their Ophidius is starting to get low, which is huge. We just did a resurrection. Our dragon's up. Our dragon is going deep, guys. Our dragon is so deep inside of them. That's not even funny. Everything's about to die. Oh my god. Get those pulses out. Get those pulses out. We're just going to drop that there. I guess their dragon's already gone, so it really doesn't matter too much. Our dragon just literally walked right into their power side and just blew everything up. That is unreal. So this person was equal core. So honestly, the guy that was 2700k core power was way harder than this dude. No, Luke. The Tyrion's a girl, although she has some masculine qualities about her. Um, you guys are so funny in the chat, man. We have to do this more often. What do you guys like more? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys like the videos or the live streams more? I don't know which one people prefer. Both of them work for me. That doesn't make too much of a difference. I can't do interviews or clash on live stream, but because I want control over what other people say, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to invite somebody then have them go rogue and sabotage everything. I still want to represent well for Lilith as a company. So that being said, if it's just me doing stuff like this, do you guys like this as a live stream, or what do you guys want to see? Let me know in the chat. Oh, hi Eric is here. Oh geez, we're going up against a rockin'. So Alberto says he likes the live stream. That's cool. That's good to know. That's really good to know. All right, so we're going up against a rockin'. We have Cludhar. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. They like the live stream as well. So this rockin' player has a lot of strong stuff on this bottom side. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to try and take out their Ophidius as fast as possible. We're ignoring their dragon. It doesn't look like they're doing pulses and stuff. And what I want is for our Raxius to come off cooldown as soon as possible. And we just want to try to stun up as much as we can. They're going to do a ton of damage on this bottom section. I'm totally fine with all of that. And I just want to jump the Rufio in, stun up more stuff, because that matters. Crowd control versus the Rockin', that is everything. I can't quite get another one of the snakes out yet. But we are going to do a resurrection just so the bottom side stays fine. We're going to be able to win this top section. It's just a matter of time. But the only thing that concerns me is possibly losing this bottom side. So that being said, we're going to drop Bat Splits in nice and deep down there. I keep trying to get Jax in to do his magic, but it's not working. So that's okay. It's not the end of the world. They're starting to come up now, so we're going to drop the Bat Splits right down there on top of their Bazrix. All right, cool. We're doing good on this top side. Hopefully, their Bazrix is out of the Bat Splits. Otherwise, that could pose a problem for us. We're getting the resurrections up. They still have Jax peppering us down. That's not good. They are coming in deep, but now we have our heroes there. We have a couple archers left. So I think our Badrick is up. We got a moral boost, or maybe they did. We have both Balrogs going off. Oh, they still have Mako too. All right, so this guy might actually be able to take us out. Uh, Actually, our Badrix is still up, so he must have gotten resurrected, but he's going down. The enemy Badrix took down our Badrix. This is a tough fight overall. The enemy's going to end up winning this one because they have their rogues still up. We're encircling Mako right now, but they have a full health Badrix and a full health Balrog. We can't take them out, so we can just let this one go until timeout. GT said live stream. Carnivore said one live stream per week is really awesome. Yes, I like it. Elon Musk said they like both. Luke said they're loving the live stream. Matthew said they like both. Luke said I love the live stream, especially for Duel Tower, because I'm in such a low rank where I can mostly watch yours while doing my own. That's pretty cool. If you guys have like a smart TV or something, it's kind of cool to be able to put it on in the background. I like to do that with the stuff that I watch and just have whatever I like watching go on in the background while I do Art of Conquest. So I don't think this one's going to go to timeout. They'll be able to beat me off. That came out weird. They're going to be able to beat me, but before it goes to that, our Balrog is doing good, but he will eventually go down. Maybe if he permanently stuns up their Bazrik, but I don't see that happening. So somebody got a moral boost. I think that was the enemy. The Rock and Swords are swinging around. They're going to finish off my sword pack in a second, and all of a sudden they're going to get another moral boost. Then they'll be able to take down the Balrog, and we are going to drop down in points. When we drop down in points, what we'll have to do is we'll have to win back-to-back fights in the Duel Tower. If we do that, we'll actually be in Platinum, which is kind of cool. So our Balrog dropped. He actually is now resurrected. This might actually go to a timeout. I can't see the actual amount. Our Balrog. Wow, look at that. Our Balrog might actually make this timeout. All right, cool. So I guess it timed out. This guy outplayed me. They're really good. We didn't control their bottom side as well as I wanted to, and yeah. So I'll take that. So I take back everything. If we win this, depending on the opponent and how many points we get, we could be in Platinum. And overall, for the rankings right now, we're rank 6 in the Kingdom. So we achieved the goal of trying to go from rank 163 all the way up to top 10. Oh, Tiamat's up here too. Oh, we might have to fight Tiamat. I don't want to fight Tiamat. That's just not cool. Oh, he's watching the stream. That's what he's doing. He's watching this, trying to fight us. I know what he's doing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're probably going to get a Tiamat pretty soon, guys. Oh my gosh. That's that sneaky guy. So, anyways, we're going to try for Platinum. I'll give it a couple of goes before I throw in the towel. But yeah, that was we should have been able to win that last fight. I didn't play that properly. The enemy played it better, and they ended up winning. So now we're going up against a Lich player. This person has a few less points than us, so they might not actually be able to give us enough points if we happen to win in order to make it to Platinum. Although being Platinum the first week that Duel Tower came out, that would be pretty cool. Excuse me. So we're going to put Tyranids back in because we want to be able to mess with their Warlocks as much as possible. Hopefully the middle section for them doesn't have Warlocks, but they have Warlocks directly in that middle area. So our dragon, guys, is not going to last very long. As much as I wanted to, it's just not going to. Oh, they stunned up our Ophidius as well. Not very cool. Ooh, but we got some black holes onto their... We got some really nice black... Oh, they took out our Ophidius. Oh, that cheeky person. Alright, and they took out our dragon. We didn't target their dragon, so we're actually going to be in a world of hurt. So the next thing we need to do, we need to target their dragon before this gets too far out of control. We've already messed up drastically. Uh, oh man, that's rough. I can't get that one deep enough. All right, so let's just get these out. All right, we need to do an early Virion Resurrection. Tough fight, tough fight. So I'm gonna drop that nice and deep. I guess it's not an early Viridian Resurrection, but we look like we're doing okay, all considering. If I can take out some more of their stuff in this back area, that would be great. Specifically, their Ophidius. Do I still have archers up? Oh, I do. All right, so we're going to duplicate some archers. The archers will be able to carry us. It looks like although we totally messed up at the beginning, we were able to do decent with a little bit of a comeback. Whether it's totally overpowering them. I really wanted to control those warlocks in the middle. It's unfortunate that our Ophidius got stunned up. So this person, we already fought them. What happened? What my guess is at this point in time is they remember our formation. They set up their Rufio to counter our Ophidius with the goal of taking out Ophidius. Where their dragon's located, it was actually a pretty safe place for their dragon going up against this formation, and they had warlocks in the middle, so they could pretty much instantly take out our dragon. So my goal, which I failed at, was to control their middle warlocks until Ophidius's Ring of Ragnar came out to try and keep our dragon alive. But by doing so, I failed to tag their dragon, which just allowed them to have a dragon advantage for a decent period of time. We lost a bunch of stuff, but we were able to make a comeback. Probably due to a core power difference. I did not outplay them. So, great fight to this person. Will this be enough to bring us to platinum? I don't think it will. I think we're going to get so close, like a sliver away, like 2 points away. That's my guess. I think we're going to be at 3,498 points. That's my guess. Oh my gosh, 3,499 points. So we need to win one more to make it to platinum. Oh, we're 1 point away, guys. 1 point away. And just so you guys know, I made it to platinum this morning before doing this video. So I know it's obtainable. Sometimes, depending on who's logging in and out, it could be a little bit more impossible. So regardless, if we lose this fight, I'm only going to do one more. Because if we lose this, we pretty much have two chances right now to break into the platinum. If it looks like we're just going to keep going back and forth with everything, then I'm going to throw in the towel. We're going up against Fubar, who I've fought before. This one might not go super well for us, so we'll do one more fight after this just to see. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take her out. We're going to move Raxius over to here, and we're going to throw in Nora. All right, so will this be the fight that brings us up? Or do we have to do another fight after this one? Stay tuned. We'll find out in about 10 seconds. All right, so their dragon's way down on that bottom area. They really want to... they're really trying to protect that bottom area. We got a bunch of suns down, so I'm hoping what we can do is get a target on their dragon, take out their dragon, and have a dragon advantage for a little bit. But we just got sunned up pretty bad, and they took out our dragon in the meantime. So looks like on the top section, it's definitely going back and forth. It's not going super well for us up there. So we're actually going to have to do an early Virion Resurrection. If we can get out another sync, we lost Ophidius. They're putting out a black hole, so they're getting a lot more CC control on us. They might be able to break through and get us, unfortunately. So what we're going to try and do is snipe off as much of their DPS as possible, because we still have our bottom side. Nope, we don't have bottom side anymore. All right, so we lost this one, guys. They got us on that top area. So what happens is, the higher up in core power, as I was talking about how it's a different game. So this person, I bet you, we'll go look at their Ophidius. I bet you they have the codex on Ophidius, the pay to win codex. And that offers a huge advantage. They do. So their Ophidius is set up to kill our Ophidius. They even have the Excalibur trinket on so that their Ophidius just doesn't die to snakes as fast. So we got one more that we'll do together. This is going to be the last fight of the live stream. Will we get platinum, or will we have to try again next week to get platinum together? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So Fubar did get us. All right, so we're going up against a Sylph player. This person, really strong. Let's see how we do. So if they're going with the 1 to 2 packs of Huntresses, we're going to try and control them. However, this is going to be a tough fight all around. So we're going to do the best that we can. We won in stamina and command. Let's find out what side is their power side. So it looks like top side is by far their power side. So we're going to open up with Denji, drop down Snake towards the top. We're going to forget all about their dragon at the beginning because their dragon is just going to do a bunch of damage. So we got one snake down in that area. Next, we're going to start dropping. Oh no, Raxius is on the wrong side. Uh-oh. We still got to do the Raxius, and that's it's mostly just for the hero pred to be able to deal with their hero pred. Wow. All right, so let's get our Rufio in nice and deep. We're doing fine as far as our swordsman and keeping our swordsman up. Looks like we're able to hold off on that top section pretty well so far. So I think we'll do a Swordsman Resurrection just to keep everything up a little bit longer and keep everything nice and strong. Our Ophidius was able to get out a black hole, which did well. However, and this is a big problem of ours that we're starting to run into. Our Bazrik is down. They still have their Bazrik up. Both dragons are going at it. We need to be able to take down their dragon. Luckily, on this bottom side, we're doing okay. We're about to get a moral boost. And we still have... Oh, no. I thought that was going to be tiered in. They took out our dragon. They have a dragon advantage. I think it's pretty much all over, guys. They're just going to come down and take us out. So we tried to stall out on that top section. We were unable to take out their top section. We stalled it long enough, but it just wasn't enough up there. Because I threw Nora in and moved Raxius to the bottom, I wasn't able to get out the stuns that I normally rely on. So, with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. We'll do this again next week. Tomorrow, we will have Clash of Fate followed up with Clash of Fate PvP replays on Monday. We'll have an interview coming out hopefully on Tuesday with Mr. Chip. We have plenty of people in queue for more interviews, including Kurd whenever he meets with us. Alberto is coming up, which is going to be fantastic. I can't wait for that. Taint will be joining us, and I do want to get Strapcorn in. So, with that, guys, let's go check out where we placed. So, we're eighth in the realm. Chan is above us, as expected, because she is the best. She should be number one. So, if you guys do want to be added to the OGC community chat and you are not in already, send a friend request to this ID, and we will add you in as soon as possible. So, with that, please make sure to like, share, subscribe to this channel. It's a fantastic channel for the Art of Conquest community, in my humble biased opinion. In the link of the description of this video, in all of my videos, there are 3 important things. There's the merch store, so if you guys want any cool swagger like phone cases, t-shirts, quilts, pillows, coffee cups, literally anything is there. If you guys want to further support the channel, check out the OGC Patreon. I'm not going to do a bunch of stuff on Patreon, but it's just there if you want it. And finally, there's the OGC Community Discord. So if you guys want a bunch of cool information, go check that out. There's so much information there and so many helpful people that will help you out. So with that, guys, take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Clash.